Hey Axis and Allies players, the good captain here. Welcome to a review of Italy. Man, what is this? How am I doing this? Round 8 since the German turn, right? So we'll start with France and go through what France did, and then the UK, and then the Ottomans, and then the Italians and Americans, and then we'll execute Austria-Hungary and Germany. So the French purchased 11 infantry. And by the way, I'm hoping everybody can hear me a little better. I turned the volume up on this video recording thing I use. So anyway, hopefully it's better. So the French purchased 11 infantry, combat move. They push Ruhr. The battle in the Ruhr, I don't think it really matters. The French have an armor, so it's likely that no damage was done. Yeah. We have to get 2 hits, which only occurs 25% of the time with 3 defenders. Whoa, my bad. We're not there yet. Okay. The French place, and we carry on. Okay, purchase units for the British, an artillery and 14 infantry. The British move. This actually might be worth kind of parsing through. So okay, so they move, I see, they move the air assets up there. Alright, yeah, to maintain 6 fighters for a chance to win the air supremacy battle. Push Transjordan. And yeah, Transjordan. Okay, then they load up 8 infantry and ram the 4 transports, and they run the minefield and none get hit. So yeah, the CP aren't catching any breaks here. Not that that would be huge, but I mean, like Venice, I mean these little, you can only take so many of these things as the CP. Okay. Right, okay, coastal barrage. Right, okay, so the coastal barrage hits. The one German artillery picks off 1 British infantry. Okay, so that worked out. 4, 5. I forget what the odds of 5 ones. I think that's like a 60, close to 66, 65, 66% chance that 1 mine touches off, but the exact number escapes me at the moment. Okay, so what happened in Kiel? Let's go skip to the battle in Kiel. The British battleship misses. Interesting. And pick up 2 kills, which is 50% under, or 0.5 under the expected. And okay, wow. All right. So all right, these little things are, yeah. So this one went the way of the CP for sure. The mines missed, but otherwise this leaned towards the CP, no doubt. Okay. Battle in Munich is basically a stomp. And that one went 0.5 in favor of the CP. Battle in Transjordan. British pick up the kill, and the Ottomans miss. Okay. Sevastopol. British pick up the kill. Austrians hit. Lots of little fights, and I have to say most of them seem to lean towards the CP. The mines thing would have been, worth it I mean, to trade in all those little dice for even a transport with 2 guys on it. It's pretty significant, but he already has a backup transport back here, so whatever. Tomato, tomato. Okay, so then the British place 6 pieces in India, and the rest go here. Okay, so now we're on to the Ottomans. 6 infantry get purchased. And we sort of just garrison Romania, that happened. And just sort of pushing our pieces towards Mesopotamia and sort of covering the southern flank with 2 in Smyrna, 2 in Syrian desert, sort of a snake push in that direction. Okay, the Italians purchase an infantry and 4 artillery. 4 infantry and an artillery. I don't think there's any attacks. Yeah, so Italy. I wonder how this would work over the board, especially with USA. I would not have this game. It has 8 players or up to 8, but it's not. I wouldn't think it's a fun 8-player game. I can't imagine the USA would be like when it's played optimally. I don't know if there's a. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I shouldn't silo myself in that. It just doesn't seem like as a just because it's World War One and the game dynamics are not as involved, I would say. Like the decision-making process is not as involved. Uh, just because of the lack of technology, there's not so many units that can hit so many different places. That's one thing. And then, the lack of multiple rounds of combat. So, I don't know. One of these days, I do need to get a game played of this over the board just to round out the experience. Okay, so I'm just going to skip to the end of the USA's turn and compare it to the beginning. Okay, so there's some jockeying of forces around. Looks like they move. Okay, yeah, they kind of move adjacent to Paris. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Placed in the USA. Okay, here we are. And now, we move on to the Austria-Hungary turn, and we'll build 15 infantry. And after studying the battlefield, this is a pretty grim situation, and I'm going to just do as follows. Send 2 infantry into Sevastopol to possibly capture and at least spike the territory. And I think we're going to do a full push into Switzerland. Moving into Switzerland, almost never a bad idea if neutrals are in play. Trieste to Venice, too, almost as blockers, really. The rest go to Tyrolia. We leave 2 infantry in the Ulcer to hopefully keep it plugged. Yeah, fighters to Tyrolia, all of them. I don't know. Let's just push everyone towards Trieste. These artilleries come this direction. Huh. Huh. Little pause. Yeah, let's try to contain the Brits over here. Yeah, send the artilleries back if at least momentarily. Pair them up with some infantries. And the rest. Um, 2 there. Yeah, let's just try it like that. Yeah. Oh, I see why that's that. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see if, well, Switzerland is a stomp. You know what? I'm going to back off 1 artillery. I'm kind of doing this as, sorry for the length of this. I'm just sort of doing this as, I did kind of check it out, but, yeah. Hmm. Whatever. Done out. Switzerland, stomp, and it doesn't matter what the hits are because we have tanks, and then Sevastopol, missed. So did the Brit. Okay, let's adjust this armor, and then move to Germany. Just a second. Okay. Fixed up. And now... yeah, done. Yeah, done. Okay, and then done. Alright, now, the Germans. I think we'll purchase all infantry, given at this point our capital is under threat. Combat move. Obviously, we have to go for the Ruhr. 65, 12, 3, and 7. 65, 75, 67. It's pretty narrow. We win the air battle, assuming we win the air battle. 7 at 6, no sure thing. Of course, we're not going to do that. Of course, we're going for Paris. Yeah, why not? You know, let's have some fun. I've kind of been in this situation before. I don't think that once the Ruhr is captured and forced like this, and you're having like this epic battle in the Ruhr, that's just bad for business for Germany. And there's a low odds probability event right here. I mean, the French are gonna spam 12 infantry, 30, 41. It's just gonna be. Never underestimate your opponent's ability to just snap, pieces into existence. It looks like you're close, but like, hey, there's only 11 infantry on Paris. Let's go for it. No, sir, no. It's not as it's all that glitters is not gold. But anyway, that's a digression. We are on our way out. Let's go down with a bang. Let's go out with some class and style, and try to. What is it? I don't know football too well, but let's punt. I think where you kick that ball through the goal posts. Okay. I raced dirt bikes growing up. I didn't play school sports, so clearly. All right. Let's see. Here we want to. See. I think I'm just gonna split the nickel here. We got 4 pieces here. So we have 14. We take a loss. Let's put one more. Yeah, let's just do that. Nothing too crazy about it. Oh, this German piece should come here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I studied. I'm not just pulling this out of my rear. I understand what's going on. I'm not just, I don't think this will work, but one thing I was keen on was the fireworks that always erupt whenever the veteran and I play games. They're just sort of like off the beaten path type of games. He's not afraid to experiment, which forces me to not be afraid to experiment, which I don't I don't know if I would do this against like a regular player or a more conventional player, I might say, but well done. Let's do this. Whatever happens, it was a lot of fun. Okay, that went slightly our way, I suppose. Half a point favor. Okay. Place, collect, and that's it. So, all these little knick-knack battles are kind of nonsense. As we can see, the economic balance is not good at all. And I'll do my own. I'll do a recap of what I think happened here. But at the end of the game, nothing too crazy. But yeah, let's see what happens with this area around Paris. Thanks for watching. All the best from the good captain, and bye bye.